First altcoin today that I've chosen to showcase to you today is Solana, baby. A bit of Solana coming through here. As you can see, guys, we're going to be starting off here on the daily. We do have all-time highs recently of around $260 from there. Obviously, we have seen a bit of a downtrend. Completely expected. We had the all-time high rule taking force coming through. The all-time high rule, obviously, guys, we know that if we're setting all-time highs, 80% of the time, we're going to be retracing back to previous all-time highs, which you can see we have clearly done here without even the momentum of Bitcoin taken into effect here. And that usually happens across the board with most crypto assets. So if you are ever thinking about buying an all-time high, just wait. 80% of the time, it's going to be coming back down. Don't sweat it. There will always be accumulation phases. And that's what I think we are in at this point in time with Solana, just due to obviously the insane price action that we have seen over the coming months. It's been really quite progressive here for Solana, doing very well since July the 21st. I think we started that run up. Yeah, July 21st, when Elon and Jack jumped on that conference. From there, it's just been running up like absolute crazy, and I do think there is still insane room for growth, as we were just touching on CoinMarketCap here. As you can see there, we've at least 70 billion is in the works there, and that's obviously going to be bringing the price of Solana right the way back up to all-time highs. So yeah, in terms of price targets right now, the top side of this upwards sloping parallel channel here, guys, you can see the resistance we've got from these zones here. So the next point of resistance is going to be around here or here, depending on this uptrend and how long it takes us to get there, right? So yeah, I would be looking for around 340, 350, 330 sort of dollars, this sort of area to be looking out for there for resistance to the downside. So yeah, definitely a few points to be looking out for there. Definitely when we do see these all-time highs get reached, we're going to be definitely seeing sell-offs back to previous all-time highs. So yeah, we're probably going to be staying in this range now. Even from the most recent crypto crash, we have seen this actually recover, and this is why it's one of my altcoins today, because I'm seeing a lot of potential coming through here for Solana. As you can see, we do have the support on the lower side in terms of this trend line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tests to the lower side, still not broken it with a congruent daily candle close there. We are still looking very progressive to the upside for Solana. I would say in terms of a shorter term target, it is going to be previous all-time highs at around 217. So for me personally, I will be taking probably taking a bit of my hodl out of Solana at that zone, and then buying a bit more as we come back down, right? Not all of it, just a little bit, just in case we do see a reversal point. And when we do see a reversal point, you can see the resistance that we actually see from these zones there. Very strong, very strong coming through here. So it's definitely going to be a point to be looking out for. If we can just accumulate as we come down, as we test this upward sloping support line yet again, then we're going to be doing that, right? We're going to be accumulating more coins. So yeah, not too bad. I mean, in terms of I'm getting quite ambitious here with Solana. In terms of getting really quite ambitious, if we are looking at the market cap ever so quickly, we're looking at around 62 billion at this time. If we're looking to compare it up to this Binance coin or something along the lines of that, obviously similar sort of tech, we are going to be looking at serious gains in the price, right? Nearly like a 30% gain there for Solana. So yeah, in terms of a gain for that, we could be looking at we could be looking at some sort of measurement to the upside. If we are going to be breaking this, guys, then it is going to be obviously very progressive for Solana. From now until this top side, it's going to be around a 53% move to the upside there. So yeah, quite ambitious, but definite room for growth there. And then after that, we are going to be looking at a potential breakout scenario from there. That's obviously going to be a separate trade from that zone, around 36.56% from there as well. So yeah, definite targets to be looking out for around 400 and 460. That's definitely something to be looking out for the future there for Solana. Let's move down to shorter term time frames and let's get a bit of a gauge into what's actually been happening recently. Obviously, we do have this this trend line coming down like so, and obviously that one as so like that, and we can see the support that we have found on this. So it does show with previous chart patterns like so, falling wedge, break into the upside. They tend to usually do that, as discussed previously, and yeah, very nice position coming through there, guys. So well done to anyone who did get involved with Solana in terms of that breakout from previous price action. But you can see this trend line actually coming down and holding us up in terms of a level of support yet again. In terms of what we are seeing now, we have actually found a lovely level of support on that zone that we have seen from before. So yeah, looking really quite progressive from there, guys. Not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. Let's do some fresh TA and see if we can get some sort of prediction into what's actually happening now. I would say very strong horizontals coming through these zones here. So the next horizontal target is previous all-time highs at around 217. They're all major moving averages coming down, spread out. So we're not really looking for a move. We're looking just to basically play around in this zone and just try and actually get up to this sort of area. We are white on the price action channel in terms of candle colors there, and that does mean ranging until we actually break that zone. When I say that zone, I'm saying until we break around $206. If we can break $206, guys, that should signify some sort of uptrend here for Solana, which we are in an uptrend now, but more of more of a confirmed uptrend that we are going to be coming up any higher, right? Because we obviously have seen progression in literally the last 6-7 candles there. We've seen a very nice amount of growth for Solana in terms of percentages. We were looking around a 14% gain from there till now. We are looking at this point in time to go even further to around $217 there. So yeah, interesting stuff to be looking out for Solana there. But we do have quite a lot of momentum to get. I would expect some resistance coming through, as you can see off this 200 EMA, this lovely purple line here. You can see the resistance that we are going to probably see off that. So yeah, definitely be prepared for that. In terms of the RSI, guys, we are fairly central. We're fairly central. We obviously do have a very strong, I would say, a very strong trend line coming up like so. So if we are going to see any sort of downward selling pressure, if we do see resistance coming off the 200 EMA, as I was just saying there, we're probably going to be coming down to this point on the RSI and then bouncing up from there. So yeah, not too bad. Maybe consolidatory period between the 55 and the 200. But yeah, we'll just have to see how that goes. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad for Solana just in general. And that's why it has claimed my altcoin of the day. But yeah, if you are looking for some sort of position coming through here, guys, I mean, to really be getting sort of position right now, it's just a bit too risky, I'd say, for Solana. And the gains wouldn't essentially be worth it, in my opinion. Because obviously, like we've got this uptrend, we've just found this level of support here. We're actually finding resistance off this 200 EMA there. We're going to find some more resistance here. We're going to find more resistance here. So I wouldn't really just be longing this up now after this uptrend, because it's just too risky in terms of a risk reward scenario. There's going to be another trade out there, guys. There's going to be a better trade to be doing here in terms of another breakout scenario. But yeah, not too bad overall. But what I would say, if you are in a Solana trade or something at the moment, trend is your friend. You're riding that bad boy until the end. So yeah, just be waiting until a reverse point. Be waiting until a higher low on the micro scale gets invalidated, and then you could be looking at managing your position in terms of taking your profit out or something like along the lines of that. But yeah, overall, that's going to be Solana. I would say very bullish in terms of the long term. In terms of the daily, as we were talking about, it's just claimed a very, very, very important trend line there. And as long as you're above this zone around 192 there, as long as you're above that, you're absolutely fine, right? You shouldn't be worried. So yeah, very, very good, very bullish for Solana in the general.